What's going on, guys? I am the Entertainist, and welcome back. So, this is my farewell to Gotham. We have come to an end last night. Finally reached Batman in the show, and I just want to talk about that a little bit. This isn't going to be a full breakdown of the series finale. It's just my review, my own opinion on it, and my opinion on the whole show in general and just everything I think about it. Um, so for those who haven't seen it and are going to watch it, then don't further continue this video because there are going to be spoilers. I will be discussing certain events. So let's get into this. My overall opinion of the finale, of just how I thought it went, it all depends on perspective. You can look in the perspective that they were only given 40 minutes, I take it, because I was kind of lied to and heard that it was going to be an hour and a half long finale. And I'm like, perfect, because there's a lot to squeeze into this finale. There's no way they can do in 40 minutes. So when I got home from work, I turned it on and saw that it was only 40 minutes long. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, like it was a little rushed, but I'm sure that Fox was not going to give them an extended episode, which is a shame, and shame on Gotham. Shame on Fox for that. It's not the writer's fault. It's no one's fault. So for what they could do for a 40-minute episode was actually really good. Of course, it was rushed, but it wasn't their fault. There was nothing they can really do about it. It felt like, I just wish parts were a little longer. That's it. I'm torn between two different feelings. Like, I get what they really only could do, probably with their contract with Fox on this final season, and then just what I wanted out of it. And I got everything I wanted, but little snippets. It was a very fast-paced episode, which it had to be. They didn't drag shit out. I don't know. I kind of wish they did. I was hoping for an hour and a half or 2 hour finale where it's like a full feature length, kind of like what they're doing with Game of Thrones. Although, I get why they're doing that with Game of Thrones. So overall, I give it a 7 out of 10. Just because there were some things I would have liked to see a little bit more. For one, let's get into that a little bit. For one, now this doesn't ruin the episode, obviously. I'm not trying to poke holes or nitpick at shit, but Jim only had his signature mustache for probably 1 whole minute and then shaves it off. By the way, in case you guys didn't see this, in case you haven't seen it and you are watching this, it jumped ahead 10 years into the future after Bruce left Gotham and said he'll be back when it needs him. So yeah, Jim had a mustache and shaved it off after a little bit. I was like, but that's how you're supposed to be. He would say, I tried something new and it didn't work out. I'm like, well, it did. That didn't ruin anything. I was just like, damn, when you shaved that. I'm like, come on, Gordon. That's what people were waiting for your character. That was your biggest character development right there, was growing the mustache. Your mustache development was your character development. So anyways, didn't ruin it. I really liked how Penguin had a revenge and against Jim. Like, that did everything like that you knew was going to happen lasted no more than 2 minutes, to be honest. They squeezed in a bunch of shit. So Penguin was going to get his revenge on Gordon. I knew that from the trailer from a week before, and I thought that was going to last a little bit longer. It didn't. It's okay, though. And then him and Riddler are teaming up. And they're in their full suits now, and they're full on Penguin and Riddler. Everyone, what from Batman is how they are, but represented how they've always been represented in the show. That's what I like about this. This I really want to talk about, so let's jump into this. And if you've seen my last Gotham video, like you knew that this was coming. Let's talk about Jay, because that is what we can only call him, unfortunately. Jay did fucking great. Like great fucking final version of the Joker. I just love how creepy they made him look. He was different. I thought his iteration of the Joker, because yeah, we know Jerome was like, yeah, he played 3 different parts of the Joker, but this is Gotham's Joker, like this final form. It's like not even Jeremiah or Jerome almost. It's like a brand new person. Um, I mean, it was a great performance. It was different, and I like that. We don't get different really from the Joker. I mean, we are now with actually, hold on, no, let me cut that out. That's not true. We've been getting different because Jared Leto's was different, Heath Ledger's, everyone's different. I like that it was different. This one was more scary, and it was still comical in a way. Like when he's talking to Jim and he was like, "You can call me Jack or no, Joseph or I don't know." It's a little funny to me. Um but yeah, I got really hyped up when Batman like shot at him and threw his batarang. I was expecting for a Batman and Joker fight, and we didn't get that. We just had him knock him out, which I know this is the beginning, and the episodes literally call the beginning. This is literally the beginning of the Batman saga now. It's done with the prequel stuff. We're done with the prequel. We're now at Batman. So it's not going to go full on like, all right, I need to fight the Penguin. We're going to see all that. I need to fight the Riddler. We're going to see all of that. I'm going to fight the Joker. We're going to see all of that. All in the one fucking 40-minute episode. I knew that was going to happen. Like, I don't know. It's just a weird mix of emotions, to be honest with it. It just all depends on like perspective. But yeah, I mean, great performance. I just wish we saw more out of that. And then I like the build up to seeing Batman. I just wish we actually saw more of him. I don't know. I wish when Jay showed up, that's when we actually got to see full Batman going up against him. And it didn't even need to be that long of a fight, just to see them fight a little bit. Then he could have knocked him out. And then him and Jim got the hell out of there. So the relationship with Catwoman and Batman, I like how they were able to talk a little bit. And we actually got to hear like Bruce as an older person. And, they were kind of, the story of Catwoman and Batman. They definitely are in love with each other, but they're opposites. Catwoman, she's not necessarily, I don't know, in my personal opinion, I don't consider Catwoman a full-on villain. Like, yeah, she doesn't do great things, but she's not like an evil person. She's not like as evil as the Joker or the Riddler or Penguin or whoever. She'll actually do some. She actually has a heart, and she don't want to admit it. And especially in Gotham's version of Catwoman, yeah, she's definitely not a bad guy. She's just just a little troublemaker. That's all. And I liked what they did with that. I actually like the new Catwoman. I wish Cameron, whatever her name, I honestly don't know her name. I wish she was in it. I wish they just kind of made her look older, because she deserves to be in it. She was fucking perfect throughout the whole series as Selena Kyle. Just great casting with everybody, to be honest. But, this new one, 10-year older one, was good. It actually looked just like her. I thought it was good for what was for a final episode, like with her character. And now let's talk about the final scene, where it's Bullock, Alfred, and Gordon, trying to get they're trying to get the bat signal lit up and then hoping like, Bruce is going to be there. And then you see Batman on top of the building after the bat signal comes, after he talks to Selina. And then he's standing above and, I think Bullock said something like, "Who the hell is that?" or "Oh my God," or whatever. Yeah, I think it was like, "Who the hell is that?" Then Gordon's like, "He's a friend." And then zooms in close on Batman. And, we actually see his full getup. And then that's how the episode ends. So, it was a great final scene. It definitely was. I don't know. It was not a bad finale overall. All it did was it made me want more. And if you watch the episode, if you've been watching Gotham this whole time, like, what I mean by that. It just makes you want an add-on to that. I don't know. I know I said this in my last video, but I really fucking want either a Batman series or a Gotham movie, like a theatrical movie going to theaters. I just think that, we deserve to see that. We deserve to see more. I hope in the next few years or something, if DC wants to make a movie outside their DC universe, then they do a Batman movie, but it's Gotham. You have everyone that you have now. You have, I'll get the name in a second. Ben McKenzie as Gordon. You'll get Donald Lugo as, I'm usually good at keeping up with cast names. I just can't for some reason with these guys. The reason I know Penguin's name, and the reason why I do is because his real name is Robin Lord Taylor, I believe. And when I see his name, like when I first started watching the show and see his name pop up, I'm like, "Oh, Robin." I'm like, "Oh wait, no, never mind. That's not right." That's how I remember that. Corey Michael Smith is Riddler. I know Cameron Monaghan as Jerome, Jeremiah, and Jay because Jay's my favorite. Joker's my favorite fictional character of all time. Batman being my favorite superhero of all time. That's why I might be a little biased when I say that Gotham is my favorite superhero TV show. And, I haven't seen too many. I've seen parts of Smallville. I've seen parts of Green Arrow, which is a great show too. I just think Gotham had a great, for a Batman TV series, and not even a Batman TV series, because it wasn't about Batman till the very end. It was about, it's about the city. It was about the city before Batman, like why we needed Batman. And, they just couldn't done a better job at it. And especially when I remember when the show first came out, and they're like, it's going to focus on Gordon. I'm like, really? Why? Not that great of a character. And then look where we are now. I couldn't anytime I go see a Batman movie and Gordon pops on screen, I'm gonna be like, I know your story, dude. You're actually very important. Which I know he's always been important. It's just that, you always just think of him as a side guy, a side character. And he's definitely not that in this. I look at him as more of the hero than Batman. That's what they were trying to do. So yeah. But yeah, like I was saying before with all that, I would love to see a Gotham movie or Batman series that either Netflix does or with the DC streaming service. That would be a smart business move and a smart thing to do. And I'm sure they would have the rights to say words like Batman and Joker. But yeah, if not, oh well, because that's not what the show was about. The show was about everything leading up to that. It just left you begging for more. That's all it did, and we don't know if we're gonna get any or not. Yeah, I'm hearing little rumors, but I'm not believing shit until it's confirmed because I'm not about to get my hopes up. I'm actually really hoping for this. So to hear stuff like that, I don't want to lead myself on. Overall, I kind of say this a lot about shows I really like, but it's true. this is one of the best shows I've ever watched. Just because it's different from other shows I watch. I watch a lot more serious. I don't know if believable is the right word. I mean, I don't know. I just was never like I love superhero shit. I love all the Marvel movies and DC movies. I grew up watching that shit. As far as superhero shows, I just never got into. But Batman being my favorite superhero, I'm like I have to. I'm like I have to watch Gotham. And it was fucking perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better series of a prequel for Batman. My favorite character of the whole show is Jerome. I just think Jerome was the perfect introduction to Joker. And I know a lot of people hate the Joker storyline for Gotham. I personally love it. I love that you took one character, split up like his personalities, and like gave a little bit to three different characters, all played by the same fucking dude, which is what I was hoping for. I mean, yeah, it would have been cool if Jerome turned out to be Joker, but it wasn't predictable. Because then you create Jeremiah, who's this smart motherfucker and obsessed with Bruce, and then he falls into the vault of chemicals, and Jerome kind of creating Jeremiah, like driving him mad, and he yeah, in a way, they're all the Joker, just different trials of it. But yeah, Jerome's my favorite character throughout the whole show. I don't know. I think it was a well-run series with how they built everything up. I think it was great casting and great acting. Like, there's not one actor in the show I dislike. There might be some characters I dislike, but I never disliked the acting. The only character I disliked, like throughout the whole show, was Barbara. I mean, obviously you like Barbara in the first season because she's a good person and then turns bad. And when she's bad, she's just kind of annoying. She's just a little too much. But she did redeem herself at the very end. I was starting to really grow on her. And also because there was the big hype and talks that she's probably not going to make it to the finale. She's going to die. And I'm like, well, that would make sense. After she has the baby, what more could you do with her character? And, she starts becoming likable. I'm like, of course they would do this before they kill her off, but they didn't. They kept her alive throughout the whole thing, which I guess, killing her off would have just been like, hey, let's try to squeeze in a character death. I really thought they were going to kill Bullock, like the second to last episode during the No Man's Land, like end of story war in Gotham with Bane, but they didn't, and I'm a little happy about that. I don't know. It was a satisfying ending. We weren't trying to squeeze in like a character death. That's not what it was about. It's about Batman and how everyone is how they are, characters we know. I am going to miss the show very much, as I'm sure we all will. But more shows to come, of course. When one show ends, something else will come along the way, and then you got other stuff on TV. I know that this isn't, this is about Gotham. I know it's not about this. Obviously, I think the ending of Game of Thrones is going to hurt a lot more for people than the ending of Gotham because Game of Thrones has a much bigger fan base. But I'm still really going to miss this show. I've been watching it since season 1 was only on Netflix. So I've stuck with the show for a pretty long time. Yeah, there wasn't really any section of the show that I disliked. Yeah, there were some areas that probably maybe some episodes I didn't care for, and some storyline areas that probably lasted like 2 episodes that I didn't care about. But other than that, it kept me going throughout the whole thing. And it turned out, and it's just great to see how you can take characters like Gordon and Penguin, ones where if you're watching the movies before Gotham or reading the comics, you're kind of looking past them. You're like, yeah, they're I know who they are, but I don't really pay attention to them. And then this show turns them into like the most fucking important characters and almost the best characters, especially Penguin. I never thought I would say like I love Penguin, but in this show I love Penguin. The dude who plays him is fucking perfect. And he's just a really funny character. He's a really likable bad guy. Same with Riddler. Him and Riddler like the dynamic duo. They're really funny together. How they bicker. And that's why I want to see a Gotham movie. I want to see it's a Batman movie, but Gotham. I know I've been saying that a lot. I'm sure I'm annoying you guys. Like, yeah, dude, you've already mentioned about that, but dude, I really fucking want that. Just try to think if I covered everything. I give that finale a 7 out of 10. And I give the show a 10 out of 10. Well, I think I covered everything I needed to cover. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's more to talk about, but I just be rambling on about the same shit I already talked about. It's been a hell of a ride. Really great show. Very sad to see it go. I hope we get more. Just had to squeeze that in one last time. And thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. If you're watching this and you watch Gotham, hope you enjoyed Gotham and the finale. Let me know your thoughts about the finale and the show in the comments. Feel free to discuss. And farewell, Gotham. Gonna miss you. All right, everyone. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.